Okay, you need to get out your whiteboard and your dry erase marker, or you need to get out a pencil and a piece of paper. Go ahead and pause the video and push play when you get back. We are going to do some subtraction warm-ups using a number line. So draw a number line on your board. Label it 1 to 16. Ten, 9, 8, 7, that's fine, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I am going to be giving you a math problem. I want you to solve the math problem using your number line. Okay. Zachary had 8 race cars. Landon stole 4 of Zachary's race cars. How many race cars does Zachary have now? Zachary had 8 race cars. Landon stole 4 race cars. How many race cars does Zachary have now? Use your number line to solve.
Zachary had what?
Zachary had 8 race cars. Landon stole 4 race cars. How many race cars does Zachary have now? First off, we need to know, are we adding or subtracting? This is going to be a subtraction equation. What equation are we trying to solve? Only Alice paid attention. Alice, I'm going to go ahead and give you an eagle block because I can tell that you're ready for math today. What equation are we trying to solve?
8 minus 4.
Thank you, Connor, but let's raise our hand next time. I appreciate you participating. So, our equation is 8 minus 4. So, where do we want to start? Where do we want to put our dot at for this problem? Where do we put our dot on the number line? Second grade. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath in. Let it out. Okay. Put on your looking goggles. Strap on your listening ears. Tighten down your thinking cap. Turn your head toward Mrs. May. Zone in. Okay. Where are we going to put a dot on the number line?
8.
Did anybody think we wanted to start someplace different than 8?
4.
Okay, Connor, what way did you want to do?
I was going to start at 8.
Okay, let's all start at 8. If we start at 8, where is our next dot going to be, or what are we going to be doing? There are multiple strategies for using the number line, so someone tell me what next step we want to do. Zachary.
You want to hop?
How many do we need to hop? Why are we hopping backward 4? Kinley, why would I hop backward 4?
So you can hop backward and forth and count to the number.
Oh, it's because I need to take 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many does Zachary have now?
4.
4 what? Cars. Now, there's another way that we can do that if we don't start at 8. Some people said they wanted to start at 4. If we start at 4, why do you want to start at 4? Why do you want to start at 4? Layla.
You can go up 4.
Okay, let's with a different number then. Let's try it with a different number. What if our equation was 15 minus 5?
I can't do it.
Can we start at 5? Let's see. If we start at 5 and we take 15 minus 5, let's see. 1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
so that would be 10. Is that right?
Yeah.
So does it matter if we start at if we count up or if we count back? Does it matter?
No.
No, that's what you guys learned while you were at home. We can use a number line and we can count forward or we can count
Backwards.
backwards. Okay. What we're going to be doing today is we are actually going to be learning about something that's called what is my rule? Okay? What is my rule? So, on your whiteboard, I want you to erase your number line. I'm going to give you a riddle. I'm going to give you a riddle. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your board should be cleared in 5,
I love riddles.
4, 3, 2, 1. Here is your riddle. June is 3 years older than Kevin. If Kevin is 7 years old, how old is June? Let me read it again. It's a riddle. June is 3 years older than Kevin. If Kevin is 7 years old, how old is June? So, June is 3 years older than Kevin. Kevin is 7 years old. Your job is to figure out how old June is.
Yeah.
Do it on your board. I want to see a number sentence.
Okay, I wrote that. Can you put a symbol there? What symbol? Say it out loud. Just write it in. What symbol is it there? Now, symbol. Now that is true. I also agree with that. But to get this as your answer, good, and then finish up this way to make the equation like she said.
Okay, I'm coming around and checking your board.
You know what my favorite thing is? When you all of your numbers correctly.
Okay, class, how old is June? June is 10 years old. How did you know that? Layla.
7 plus 3 equals 10.
And we know that Kevin, we know he's 7. We know she's 3 years older. Older is one of those addition words. We talk sometimes about addition words and subtraction words. Older means we would be adding, right?
Yeah.
What if we said younger? What would we do? Subtract. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to give you guys some more problems. Okay? I'm going to give you guys some more problems. I'm going to see if you guys can solve it. On your board, I want you to make a chart that looks like this. K for Kevin, J for June. Make a chart that looks like this.
Oh. I can do that.
First off, second grade, I have a question for you. What's our unit that we're talking about here? What unit are we talking about? What's the label, Hadley?
Old.
Old or years old, right? So let's write years old. Now, we don't know the rule yet. We're going to find out the rule, okay? So, when Kevin was 7, how old did you tell me June was?
10.
You told me June was 10. I'm going to try and pose a little trick for you guys, okay? What if Kevin was 8 years old? Write it on your board if what you think. If Kevin was 8 years old, how old do you think June would be if Kevin was 8?
The same as hers, or do you want to remember to do it backwards? You see what I'm saying?
Clayton, you might do it like just like I did, one on top of the other, because it's going to be kind of confusing with all your numbers.
So Kevin was 7. Okay, let's do this.
What if he was 8? Remember, June is always 3 years older than Kevin. So if he's 8, how old is she? Does anybody know? Weston, what do you think? What do you think, Weston?
How old is June?
Yeah, how old is June whenever he's 8?
11.
11. How'd you know that, Weston?
Because like 7 plus 1 equals 8. And if you do like 10 plus 1, that you would equal 11. So then
What if I
just
really try and
subtract
trick you
3.
then? What if I really try and trick you? What if I ask you how old June will be when Kevin is 15?
Easy.
Everybody see if you can figure it out. How old will June be when Kevin is 15?
Easy.
How old will June be when Kevin is 15?
Do you know what I smell? You need to make the sound in the 10 line up.
Isn't that a tricky one? This is a tricky one. Okay, guys, what's the answer?
18.
Someone tell me how you know that. What math did you do to get from 15 to 18? What did you do? What was your rule? What is the rule? Renzo?
My rule was like 15. It was add up.
Add up what?
Add up 3.
So our rule is plus 3. How do you guys know that it's plus 3? Well, because we know June is always 3 years older than Kevin. Our rule is to add 3. You guys just did a riddle, a what's my rule riddle. I want us to do another one. Clear your board off, make another column.
Can you do like a fun riddle?
This is going to be our riddle.
That's fun. Why? That would be fun. Look at it. It's gonna Renzo and Jonah really Miss May, did you have to?
I had to.
Really?
Okay, boys, so
Did you
0
have to?
and 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you that my unit here is going to be, let's do tractors.
Tractors? How's it look? I don't like tractors.
My unit is tractors.
That's not it. I hope my tractors
Now,
get taken
oh, I shouldn't hear you talking, Renzo. Now, first off, let's look at our chart. Who is going to always have more tractors, Renzo or Jonah? Renzo is always going to have more tractors, right? Now, how many more tractors will Renzo always have? See if you can figure out how many more does he always have. Well, let's see. 7 and 5. How many more does Renzo have? 2. What about 8 and 6? How many more does he have? 2. What about 9 and 7? 2. So So Renzo will always have 2 more tractors. So to get from Renzo to Jonah, what do we have to do to Renzo's number to get to Jonah's? Minus 2. So what's our rule? Minus 2. Now that you know the rule, I want you to solve for A and B. Solve for A and B. When when Renzo has 10 tractors, how many will Jonah have? When Renzo has 15, how many will Jonah have? You're solving. You told me what the rule was. Okay, what math did you just do? What was the rule? I think you're guessing, and Mrs. May is not very happy with how you've been acting today. It seems like you're not paying attention or trying. So I need you to go grab a board chip. I'm very disappointed. Layla, you need to catch up. Good job. Okay, what is our rule?
Pretty easy math. 5, 6, 7.
7,
That's just maybe what my tutor says.
8.
Look at all this. This is a perfect row. 5, 4, 5, 1, 6, 7.
Okay, class. Try again, class.
Yes.
Renzo, go grab board chip. Okay, so we can read this like a storybook. 7, what? What? Minus 2 equals 5. 8.
Minus 2 equals 6. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 10 minus 2 equals 8. 15 minus 2 equals 13.
Okay, these little riddles like this, you figure out what the rule is, and then you fill in the missing boxes. Questions on this? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
these are called a function machine. These are called a function machine. So, I'm going to draw you a function machine. You can erase your boards, yes.
In, out.
When we have a function machine, we can think of it literally like a transformer. Everybody do this. Transformer. We have a number that goes in. It is transformed by our rule. And then a new number that comes out. So, for instance, if I had the rule plus 6 here, and these were my numbers on the inside. So a 3 would go, let's use a different color. So a 3 would go in to the box. What happens to it once it gets inside? It gets 6 more. What squirts out the bottom?
9.
So 3 plus 6 equals?
9.
Okay. Let's do it with our next number. Let's shove a 5 in the box. 5 goes into the box. What happens to it?
It comes out. Plus 6.
And what happens when it do it for 9. Do it for 8 and 9.
That's so. I did not.
Okay, 10. Renzo, go clip to yellow. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. So if we put an 8 into the machine, what happens to it when it gets inside? You add 6. When you add 6 plus 8, what comes out the bottom?
14.
Let's use our fingers to help us. 8, 9.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
What comes out of the box?
14.
What if we add 6 to 9? What comes out of the box?
15.
Questions on the in and out box. Let's do another one. You guys are going to have to do these on your own in math boxes, so make sure you're really paying attention, okay? Okay, we're going to do a different kind this time. This time, I'm going to fill it out, and your job is going to be to try and figure out what the rule is. You guys think you can figure out the rule?
Yeah.
It's kind of another like riddle type thing. What is the rule? See if you can figure out. Write the rule on your board. You're not drawing this whole thing. You're just writing the rule. I don't want to see anything on your board but the rule. Okay, let me see your board in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if we start at 6, how do we get from 6 to 2? What do we have to do? 6 minus 4 equals 2. 10,
Minus 4 equals
16,
4 equals 12.
8.
Minus 4 equals 4.
What's the rule?
4 minus 4.
Minus 4. Excellent work, second grade. Let's do another one. You guys are good at that. I thought I could trick you. Oh, I've got a hard one. This time, I'm going to give you the rule. The rule this time is plus 4. And I'm going to give you the out. Figure if you can figure out what the in is. Remember, when you do this, what plus 4 equals 6? Anybody know what plus 4 equals 6? Alice. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Anybody know what plus 4 equals 16? Do you know what plus 4 equals 16, Nevaeh? What would you add 4 to get 16? Weston?
12.
12. What would you add 4 to get 11? Connor? 22. Let's do that, Connor, real quick. Let's check yourself. 22 plus 4, so 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, does that equal 11?
No.
Remember, what plus 4 equals 11? We can start at 11, we can go back. 11, 10,
7.
And what plus 4 equals 10? 6. So you guys just solved it. Ooh, what if we got really tricky? What if we got really, really tricky? What if we did this?
Whatever. What? I know she's gonna do the 4, 12, 7, 12, 4, 7, 4.
And I tell you that the rule is minus 3. Now remember, you can do this. Blank minus 3 equals 4. What minus 3 equals 4?
7. Clayton.
12 minus 3 equals what?
Clayton.
You should be doing the math. 12 minus 3 equals what? 9.
Why do you tell him?
Blank minus 3 equals 7. What minus 3 equals 7?
No.
And 9 minus 3 equals? Any questions on how to do these in and out boxes?
No.
Okay, I am going to be showing you guys. So what you're doing today, I'm going to have you guys do some stations today. And one of the stations that you have to do are math boxes.
In and out.
Today your math boxes are Math Journal page 56.
56. We went all the way to 112.
Math Journal page 56.